Hello and welcome to the Persona Music YouTube channel. My name's Joseph Porter-Bolger and today I'm going to be doing a little preamp comparison. This is comparing the Golden Age project Pre-73 Junior with my own ESI 1608 XT interface preamps. It's basically your comparison between whether upgrading at the lower end of the market, so a more affordable external preamp is going to be a significant difference for you than your interface preamps. I use the word difference because I think that's what it's about. There is no better or worse. There are simply different features, different capabilities for each, and I use them for different things. So I'm just going to go into a little bit of the functions and features of the Pre-73 Junior, and then we'll do some comparisons first on some spoken voice, and then also a little bit of acoustic guitar for you. To make it a fair comparison, I've got a matched pair of Rode NT5s, one going into the GAP Pre-73 and the other going into my interface preamp. And the other thing I've done is matched the level at the input stage of the Pre-73 to the interface preamp. So those levels should be pretty good. So you're not getting a sense that there's a big difference in volume and that's creating the differences that you're hearing. So here we have my Pre-73 Junior. Obviously very simple little feature set here. You've got your gain knob, stepped gain control, and your output. There's a polarity reverse switch there, and there's also a phantom power switch there, as well as a DI if you're plugging in any kind of DI, whether it's an acoustic guitar, electric guitar, whatever. And this is how I'm going to have it set for our first test, which is basically to have the maximum amount of clean gain possible by having the output high and the gain knob low, the stepped gain control low. And I'll go into a little bit about why that is. So basically, in comparing these two preamps, I'm just trying to get a comparable signal into the DA converters, into my interface, so you can hear whether at these low gain settings there's any appreciable difference between them. Obviously with a preamp, a 1073 style preamp like the GAP Pre-73, you can start to get creative with the balance between gain and output to create more interesting saturated tones at the preamp end. So I'll do a little demonstration of that as well towards the end of the video. I left and walked out to Calle Modesto, wondering how to kill the rest of the day. It was always a problem. Sunday was my day off, and usually I had Saturday too. But I was getting tired of riding around with Salah or sitting at Al's, and there was nothing else to do. I wanted to get out on the island, look at some of the other towns. But for that, I needed a car. I left and walked out to Calle Modesto, wondering how to kill the rest of the day. It was always a problem. Sunday was my day off, and usually I had Saturday too. But I was getting tired of riding around with Salah or sitting at Al's, and there was nothing else to do. I wanted to get out on the island, look at some of the other towns. But for that, I needed a car. So I hope you found that a useful comparison and that you learned some things about the Pre-73 that you didn't know before. I really like it. I use it for lots of different things. It's actually the preamp that I used on my latest record. Someday I'll put a thingy up there, a link up there somewhere, or maybe up there. I never know which side it's going to be. And you can have a listen. But I used the Pre-73 and a Rode NT5 on the guitar parts for that record. So have a listen to that, see what you think it sounds like in a produced track, and yeah, let me know what you think. Comments, questions, anything, let me know. And as ever, if you've liked what you've seen, then hit those like and subscribe buttons, and we'll see you again. Thanks. Bye. Gotta be found someday soon.